what should people be looking for? Is this something where, okay, I need video, I'm going to go out and make my own video? Do I need to hire someone? Like, what are these components if someone wants to start getting into video that they need to be considering?
Yeah, yeah. Good question. And I think what's interesting, I think you're completely right. It's just, we probably, and maybe this is just me, but I underestimate that bell curve of like adoption, you know? And so there's sometimes, cause I'm like, I've been on Instagram for, I don't know, I mean, probably since it came out. But I regularly talk to people that are like, oh, should I get on Instagram? And I'm kind of like, are you kidding? Like, is that still a question? And you're right. I mean, video has been used forever, but it's like I probably am in that early adopter type part of that bell curve. And I don't realize how long that goes and it takes the majority of people to adopt to new technology. But yeah, man, video, I think there's really two avenues here. One is all the spontaneous, raw type stuff, the everyday stuff, the social media posts. There's that, and then there's the produced content. My rules with it are kind of, if it's going on the website, if you build this really nice produced website with professional photography, then it just makes sense to put produced video on the site.
Some of your work with some of your clients, the impression I get is that one, it's definitely all custom. You aren't just saying like, cool, we're going to get some photos, but it feels like you're telling a story. It's not just a photo. It's not just a video. I mean, it's very easy to tell a story in a video. That's obvious, but all of the individual pieces, all the photos seem to tell a story. So is that something that people need to be considering? Like, how does telling a story play into branding and marketing?
Yeah, man, I think, story's been a big value of ours, and probably at the core of what we do is just communicating really, really great stories. And I think, again, it just comes back to the fact that I feel like dentistry, for the most part, just hasn't done a good job with that. And, for me, it's always been something that's inspiring and beautiful. And so, like, there's so many not great stories out there. Like, why can't we tell some really amazing, beautiful stories around dentistry? And so that's what we do, man. Our role really first initially is to get to know the client. We've got a lot of tools to do that, to help us learn their voice, their values, so that when we write the site, it feels like their voice and their story. Some of our clients have really, really awesome stories. And some of them, they just want to do something different in dentistry. And so kind of along those spectrums, there's no right or wrong. Our job is to help communicate that. And that's what's been cool, man, about starting this is like, this is kind of our corner of the world, and we kind of get to look around and find the stories that are good and true and beautiful. And we get to tell those, like shine a light on those. And honestly, I mean, man, if there's any other dental marketers out there watching that, I think this is like watching this, like that's an admonishment to like, there's, find your part of the world and find the stories that are good and true and beautiful. Like, let's all tell those, because the world needs more of that and less of the stories that just, we see every day. So stand out, man, tell something that's beautiful and do a great job with it.